Young Link bombs are hilarious because they start blinking the second they come out. It's just like panic inducing. It's like, oh god, get rid of it, get rid of it. But you're right, Young Link bombs aren't really all that common. I mean, honestly, I feel like I mostly see them used just to recover, and not really on stage. But both of them going blue, and I never realized how different the shades of blue are. That's kind of cute. One is like a teal, and the other one's like a periwinkle. It's adorable.
Yeah, he looks like he's like getting ready for Betty Bye, you know? It reminds me of like the PJ costume.
Yeah, this little PJ. Oh, that's cute. Oh, no! He went for the Zair, and it didn't snap, and then he died.
Do you think that was like nerves or something? Like, because it is the very first set of the day.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, like I don't know how it didn't tether, but I will say it sort of leads into the conversation about Young Link's recovery. Definitely, I would say his biggest weakness in terms of like trying to make this character viable. Has one of the weaker recoveries of a strong character in the game. Not in terms of just getting gimped, but you're going to get hit out of it over and over. Obviously, in tandem with his lack of kill power. He needs a lot to be able to get his setups. And if you don't get those setups, people can live forever. But Skittles there, as soon as the tether didn't land, he tried to respond, but it just takes forever. He wasn't able to make it back. And JoJo just starting this game off with a free stock.
What's very interesting about this match is that, like, they're both, like, yes, they're both projectile users, so you naturally think that maybe they'll try to go for some zoning, but they're both getting in each other's faces pretty often.
Right. Oh my god, that bomb was so smart. He Z-dropped it right to where that tether would be, catching Skittles off the ledge.
They're just getting a lot of clashes there. Young Link wants that boomerang. If Skittles manages to land that, it can easily turn into an up B, a little spin attack kill. Oh, he can't get the confirm, not yet. Pushes him off stage. This could be something big. I mean, the Nair is going to be really good for stuffing out that recovery because it's a long-lasting attack. It pushes him off. It goes through the tether recovery as he's falling down on the way back down, and then upon getting his opponent's recovery, he can easily just go for the up B kill.
Yeah, I love what he did there. He actually popped the neutral air just to knock him slightly off stage on that, and then just using the up B in reverse. And Toon Link doesn't really have the same thing on Toon Link's side. Toon Link doesn't really kill in the same way. And because of that, you're not going to see that same kind of setup. But good forwarder there from JoJo. And again, just living with this gift of an extra stock that he got at the start from Skittles. That's just so unfortunate for Skittles, considering, you know, this would be dead even if it just was one stock difference, you know?
Yeah, while that is true, I know for a fact that Skittles is one conversion away from easily turning the tides if you can just get like that good confirm. But it's kind of difficult for Young Link to get some combos on Toon Link because he's a floaty character. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Toon Link is so weird because he retained a lot of that Brawl era floatiness that a lot of other characters did. Tried to get the bomb to blow up, but it didn't wait. Skittles might still have this. Honestly, well, I was going to say 81 isn't particularly high, but 126 is. And JoJo really just a couple hits from closing this out. And Skittles could definitely play around it.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough because he just racked up so much damage. Oh, did he taunt? He's feeling himself. Maybe he's trying to show that like, he's not out of the fight just yet. Maybe trying to put some nerves on his opponent. Because, you know, when you're in that, put yourself in JoJo's shoes, right? You have this lead. They self-destructed. You don't want to lose against someone who self-destructed so early, right? Like, so maybe he's trying to get some nerves game going on here. Hold on a sec.
Oh, JoJo did taunt first in between stocks, so Skittles might be responding back on it. A 41%, but obviously that neutral is going to get called out. Gets the up smash, and that's game one for JoJo.
JoJo was pretty patient with his kills, in my opinion. There were, like, that kill, for instance, he just held shield, waited for him to go for the Nair, got the up smash out of shield to get the kill. The kill prior to that, he just kind of waited for Skittles to commit to the air dodge before getting his second kill. Like, it was just, when he went for the kills, instead of trying to fish for it or force a situation, he was just like, I'm just going to be patient, I'll play safe, I'll wait for an opening, and then punish it.
Yeah, definitely just taking it easy. That's what you have to do. Honestly, both against this character and playing as his character. Like, against Young Link, you don't want to force anything, because if you do, it's very easy to just take like an arrow conversion or a boomerang conversion and take so much damage. And on the other side, Toon Link isn't a character that can really force kills when he wants them. He's very scary in certain scenarios. Obviously, the forward air is very strong, up smash too. but they're not things that you could just like throw out like other characters in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and now as we're jumping into game 2 here, like this is a very dominant first stock coming out from Skittles. That Nair is probably going to seal the deal if he can get this confirmed. Oh, good catch. I mean, obviously JoJo going for just the get up attack on the ledge, just to, you know, push some pressure on his opponent, make himself a little bit invincible in case he wants to go for an aggressive option, which he's been doing the whole time. So just a smart call out. And now we're just playing the dancing game. JoJo, again, gonna have to play a little bit more patient because he is at 151%. He can't be overextending or anything, which he hasn't been doing too often.
No, he's been doing a great job of playing at his own pace. Sometimes you'll find that the player who's sort of in the driver's seat, like Skittles seems to be, will be dictating the pace very strongly. But I feel like, honestly, maybe it's just because of the way that these two characters play. Nobody's able to establish any kind of cadence to the match. I guess because they're both just pulling out projectiles, short hopping, kind of playing at the same tempo regardless. Now 109 on Young Link. Ooh, bomb into Boomerang. Another bomb's going to explode. This poor young man is just exploding over and over. But now JoJo has to play the ultimate game where you got to find the way to get this stock off, right? Like forward air, up smash. What's the play to get rid of Skittles' first stock? Because it's starting to grow old. There we go.
So
easy.
Yeah, there he goes. Just go for the easy bread and butter. But I do gotta give some props to Skittles. That recovery was actually godlike. He went up and he tried to. He knew his bomb was gonna go off, so might as well just give him some more air mobility, so he has more mix-up potential for getting back down onto the stage. That was insanely intelligent. Very smart play. Okay, now we got him. He's sitting at 104%. He's at that prime percent where a boomerang or a fire arrow will easily take the stock, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Gets it right on the platform. Skittles has an insane lead at this point. Just a full stock, not too much percent. And JoJo's going to have to find some answers here. There we go. Just the up B add a shield. All Links know about that. That's the classic Link add a shield punish.
All three of the Links love it.
Yeah.
In every game, really.
Even though they work different, because, like, Young Links is like a multi-hit that's going constant, and then... Or, I'm sorry, Toon Links is the one that, like, you hit it, and it just does multi-hit. Oh, my God. 109%. He's going for the Nair right there. I like the weight from JoJo just kind of drifting away because he knows Skittles has done that every single time. He's been going off stage, just holding out that Nair, forcing JoJo to respect it so he gets kind of a worse recovery back onto the stage, less mix-up potential for him to try to get out of his disadvantage state.
It's so smart to just go for the long neutral air, just a little bit of pushback. Don't need to force it too much, and then pop that up B. It covers so much distance, and it really catches JoJo and Toon Link where he lives, because he wants to drift around. He wants to sort of float in that space, and Young does such a good job of cutting it off. There's the forward air. We're down to 1-1 now.
That's the fire arrow we've been talking about, Coney. Literally just shoots him with the arrow, pops his opponent into the air, gets an easy forward air afterwards. That's the second time he got it that game. And he's showing, hey, I know that game one, I self-destructed, but I'm still in this. He's keeping composure. He's still in it to win it. 1-1 in this race to 3.
I'm wondering what the stage pick is, because remember, we started on PS2, and then obviously JoJo, Skittles just picked it again, and I'm wondering if that's just because he's comfortable with it. Yeah, we're going to Battlefield. I was going to say, I wonder what the pick is in this kind of matchup, because your characters, it's so strange, because they are similar archetypes, but in gameplay, they're playing very differently, right?
They like different stages, like, in all honesty. Like, exactly. Young Link doesn't actually like Battlefield that much. Meanwhile, Toon Link loves triplats.
Yeah, he just being floaty allows him to sort of put somebody on a platform and threaten the hell out of them just by flying underneath them, by poking out with neutral airs or forward airs, back airs, just like catching somebody in their shield on the Battlefield platform. Meanwhile, Young Link, not really the same way. I mean, like, obviously those arrows can sort of threaten when you're both on the same parallel platform, but largely they want more, flat neutrals, like a Town and City or like a FD, PS2, something like that. Ooh, another up B. Could have been bad for JoJo, but he's able to escape. There was a dash tech. Think he still has jump. Yeah.
Bro, Skittles' recoveries have been godlike. I cannot believe, like, he keeps doing the thing where he holds on to the bomb, like, really below stage, and just kind of mix up so he doesn't get hit by something, because he's already in hit stun from the bomb, like in the very initial, so he's able to just go for the up B recovery back on there really fast, kind of mixing up when The timing is so everything when you're trying to get back onto the ledge, and he's just really good at getting that setup. Oh. He gets punished instead. Up smash coming out from JoJo, going to take that first stock and that first lead in this game.
JoJo was looking sort of dominant in that first stock. It felt like whenever there was a shared scenario, he was ahead, but he wouldn't pull the trigger on it. There was another spot on the left platform where JoJo spot dodged something. He could have definitely got the kill, but didn't really react fast enough. So that time, he was able to seal the deal. 144 here, trying to find his way off this platform. But this is what I was talking about before. You remember, Young Link doesn't really have that much to threaten when you're on the platforms. Up air is strong, but it doesn't have a lot of horizontal drift. So it's like you have to really pick your spot. You could push on shield with forward air, but you only really get one shot at it, right? Because you then have to fastball quickly. So it's just not as strong as somebody like Toon Link, who can sort of drift around you. There we go. Big confirm into the up air. The Skittles with a 100% deficit.
Yeah, that was getting a little bit scary for Skittles, because if he gets JoJo at too high of a percent, the fire arrow conversions aren't going to work anymore. But he got it point blank, so it was going to work at that point. And eventually, his Nair will kill at like 170 on Battlefield if it's near the edge. Oh, big punish coming out. Oh, ooh. It's kind of tough, actually, to punish the spin attack on Young Link.
Right.
The recovery is deceptive. Like, you can't go for like a forward. You could shield it right in front of him. You can't go for a forward smash. You gotta go for like a jab or an F tilt. Like, it's such quick recovery. It was really deceptive early on,
Right. Absolutely.
161. He's trying to do something here on the edge of the stage. He just wants to try to find his way in. That's so scary. He's just swinging. The multiple rolls, you could tell there's a little bit of fear going on.
He's doing what he can to try to force something to happen. I love the way that Skittles just held onto that arrow, eventually did pop it. There's still that 100% difference, but you can see that, like, now JoJo's a little bit more afraid, right? Because Young Link with Rage could be extremely scary. Gets popped by the double bombs, but he's still able to find his way to the ledge.
The parry into the down tilt, couldn't get a confirm off of it. Now, this is scary. If they keep trading at this point, it's only going to benefit Skittles.
Absolutely.
He's doing the double fire arrow. He's got him off stage. What's the game plan here? Goes for the bomb toss to push him off. He tries to lay down on the stage. Slow live from that dash attack. 202%. He's covering his bases with the arrows and the bombs. What's the play? Oh, what is he doing? He hit himself to regain invincibility on the ledge.
Oh my God.
Spin attack. Are you nuts?
Humongous up B. I mean, if you're in for a penny, in for a pound, right? If you're going to be at that high damage, why not just take a little bit more to make sure you survive using his full rage up B? And Skittles has earned his way back into this game by fighting back at that right ledge. And honestly, JoJo's counter pick came back to bite him hard, because this stage was huge and he could not get the kill.
I could not believe he used the bomb to regain the invincibility on the ledge. That's so smart. And now look at this. He's got the lead. 80%. He has him off stage. This is very big, because like this whole game, JoJo's been bringing on a completely different playstyle from the previous two games, right? Like, they're no longer just kind of like dashing at each other. He's kind of jumping alongside the platforms, kind of keeping his distance from Skittles, because, like you said, he kind of struggles with the platforms a little bit, so he has a huge advantage if he just kind of jumps around. They're kind of playing a little bit Jigglypuff-esque,
You see 112 to 64. JoJo doing what he can to get back into it. It all comes down to these bombs. Tries to get the reverse up tilt, but it's not going to land. And now there's a lot of posturing. Just a lot of throwing out hitboxes, trying to induce fear into the opponent. Gets the... Yeah, you can see he got the fire arrow, and JoJo opting to go off stage. He may regret that, though. Oh, but he's able to fight back with the boomerang.
Not believe he got that ender. Here he goes. Skittles just trying to get back onto the stage again. Does he have any more tricks up his sleeve? Gets on the platform, gets off of disadvantage, brings it back to neutral. And now we're just going back to just the projectiles, waiting for that opening. Who's going to swing first? You're just sitting right on top of each other, both holding shield. Who's going to like pull the trigger on whether it's going to be the grab or the spin attack? The upper barely missing. That definitely would have killed off the top. Going back into it, just inches away from ending the game.
We're going into deep water here, and obviously Toon Link does have a killing back throw, but it's such a scary spot to be in because you have to force yourself into the corner to give it a shot because this stage is so huge. Gets the bomb. That's so unfortunate for Skittles. Does not expect the bomb to come down. Knocks him into the stage. Easy stage spike and doesn't tech it. Honestly, what a sneaky bomb there. You can't imagine that was, I don't want to say it wasn't intentional because obviously it was, but what a happy accident for it to go in instead of out,
Yeah, definitely in JoJo's favor, obviously. Man, this dude, like, literally, the 2 bombs were coming down. He went for the Zare commitment, and then they both hit him and got stage back from it. And it kind of goes to show that the mental game in this particular matchup is probably really intense. Like, you're just constantly having to keep aware of everything going on. It's not just the opponent. It's like, okay, where's their boomerang? Where's their bomb? Are they shooting an arrow? Like, there's just so much. You're playing an obstacle course.
Yeah, exactly. Some Ninja Warrior stuff, Takeshi's Castle. It's just like you're constantly on guard for so many things flying at the same time. And the thing is, it's not just the opponent's projectiles, right? It's also yours. Like, they're Z-dropping their bombs a lot, setting them up on platforms. They're creating their own courses a lot of the time. So yeah, it can be just as bad. You also have to remember, you know, when the boomerang's coming back, you have to be ready to throw it again, have to be ready to catch it as well. Like, there's just so much to these matches, so many just sort of mental things to keep in track.
Yeah, at least they don't have to do karaoke badly to get some points to buy a trip, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, we're sitting here on Small Battlefield is the stage of choice. This is probably a good one for Skittles because it's just like PS2 except a little bit smaller. And it gives him wide open area for his projectiles to go out. There's no more platform camping coming out from JoJo compared to the first try plats. He is losing. He got the first stock, but he hasn't taken too much damage. But as I say that, JoJo's kind of going to town currently.
Right. I mean, it feels like JoJo just is able to outpace Skittles in a lot of ways. It's weird though because the momentum shifts so much one way or the other. It just, when it comes down to the very end, JoJo just seems to be on top in terms of actually getting the kills. Skittles got a little cheeky with that up B in the last game and with the ledge play, but it just seems like JoJo's ahead of him. Maybe that's just a function of the character. Has the bomb out. It's gonna hold shield. Ooh, but Skittles getting a little impatient.
And he might have been afraid of, like... Well, actually, yeah, he did definitely just got impatient. There's nothing he really could have done if he just held shield. When you're holding an item, you don't have access to grab, so...
Let's see here right now. Dead even once again. Ooh, gets the down air, but not enough to kill just yet. Has to air dodge through the boomerang, puts him in a bad spot. He's gonna eat the forward air instead.
Yeah, and that's a smart down air, too, because it covers so many options. It just doesn't cover the right roll. Definitely. It covers get up attack, roll to the left. Like, just very smart options coverage coming out. But hold on. If he could get, like, an early gimp here, this could be very big for Skittles. He's out of jumps. Ooh. Oh, my... Okay,
but he's got it with so floaty. He is so what a floaty young man.
He's a floaty little boy.
Yeah, he's just... Oh, look at him go. Like, he's never in danger. You know what I mean? Like... If that's Young Link, he's dead 8 times already. But, I mean, Toon Link just floats so majestically. Look at him go.
Yeah,
Young
and
Link,
unfortunately,
he has to be careful.
Oh, my. So he was trying to be tricky, going for the wall
trying to get a little cute.
Yeah, but he's got caught by the boomerang. And what's interesting is he had a back throw earlier, and if that was Toon Link, it could have killed. But Young Link's back throw is so pathetic in comparison.
And the wait here. JoJo trying to fight back. You have to imagine that he wants some sort of gimp on Young Link, but what do you do with Toon? Like, I can imagine this with a lot of characters, but Young Link, I don't know what it is. Obviously, he did it with Bomb kind of earlier, but I don't know how reliable that is, you know? It's not like Toon Link has, like, a long, like, neutral air you can just pop out. Like that one. Yeah, like that one. To try to knock him out of the tether. But instead, it's going to be Skittles who goes to game 5 with that neutral air, getting the kill first. And now, I mean, they're so evenly matched here, man. It feels like they're just going back and forth. The momentum is shifting so consistently.
One thing that I've noticed, though, is that the 2 games that Skittles lost, something wacky happened. Game 1, Skittles SD'd really early on. Game 3, he got caught by the 2 bombs when he was going for the Zare recovery. That was an insanely close game. And then that kind of, with someone could say an unfortunate ending because it's just based on how it went, but the 2 games that Skittles won, they seem pretty dominant.
Yeah, I think Skittles is just, if all things are equal, he seems to be the guy who just... I don't know, seems to be a little bit more on top of things, sort of better at sort of setting the pace, getting his hits in. But JoJo is operating better in the weird spaces where some goofy stuff happens, where he's able to take opportunities. where he's able to set up the weird kills to happen. Obviously not in the case of the tether, because that was just luck, but, you know, the bomb hit to close out the game. JoJo seems very comfortable there. So we'll see if he can induce any more of that right now. Very strong lead, 91-10. Drifting around Skittles, trying to almost bait him and threaten him into swinging, but Skittles not doing so unless he sees an opportunity.
Interesting way for JoJo to counterpick back to small battlefield. It's like maybe he just wants like that run back. Oh, that was a good conversion. Gonna push him off stage, throwing out the six. The thing is, the nairs are not meant to hit. If they hit, cool, but they're there just to be a threat.
They're just cutting off options. They make you take a more roundabout way of getting back to the stage, and if they don't, and if they hit you, fine. But it's not like it's not gonna kill you. If it was Young Link against Young Link, they actually might beat a kill, because, you know, Young Link, when he's off stage, is so easy to just sort of stuff. But fortunately for Skittles, Toon Link doesn't really have a controller like that. Not a long-standing one, but he does have bomb confirms. That's a double bomb into forward air. JoJo starting off the 5th and final game with a bang.
Yeah, literally. The 2 bangs to boots. The thing is, like, Young Link can't really do something like that, obviously, with his bombs. His bombs are not meant for kill conversions. He wants the fire arrows.
He does them with arrows, yeah. Down air. It's so funny because, like, these characters on paper do so... What?
Huh?
Alright, that's your fault. I guess he gave that one away. You know, Skittles gave some stocks away earlier on in the set. He's like, you know what? I'll give you this one on game 5. That's fine.
The homie stock. Okay,
strange DI. Yeah, now Skittles is running away with this momentum. He found that kill somewhat surprisingly out of nowhere. We'll see what he can do with it.
Okay, a lot of times the Skittles has been throwing out projectiles. He's been trying to cover like aerial approaches. He either throws the boomerang at the ground, it bounces upwards. He shoots a fire arrow by jumping. Right. He's always throwing a projectile up to cut off an option, so he has to approach grounded because Toon Link wants to be in the air. Not that high in the air, but
yeah, a little bit too high there. Goes off to the top of the screen. I didn't know that would still confirm a kill percent. I did not realize that was wild.
Absurd.
Let's see.
Here we go. Feels like Skittles might be able to run away with this, dude. He's already had 12% on his opponents. JoJo could close out the stock. All he needs is 1 bomb confirm. Oh, goes for the up smash. I don't know if that would have killed at 90, but, like, I don't know, man. That sword is pretty strong.
Yeah. I think
he's fishing for it.
Yeah, he wants it so bad now. He realizes how badly he needs the stock on. Gets the back air, but back air won't kill like forward air. Places the bomb, but slightly off forward tilt. Knocks him off stage. He neutral airs through. So smart by Skittles, just keeping himself alive, because if he hit that arrow, he might have been gone depending on where he went on the trajectory. And now JoJo slowly this kill.
He has to get something going. See that arrow right there from Young Link or Toon Link? Not gonna get the kill. Not like it's not the fire arrow that pops him up into the air. Here we go. Gets the back air, still alive, 166%. Trying to hang in there. Refuses to die.
No way! What kind of a pull was that? Snatches him up from so far away. Gets the full up B. It does at the end. It looked like he should have survived that, but now 105 on JoJo. Skittles has to stay dead center stage because all it takes is 1 gimp interaction off stage.
He's still going for it, though. He's playing very brave.
No, he didn't make it back. Oh, and at the end of the day, Toon Link's floatiness just was not enough. I thought he would make it back from anywhere, but sadly just not high enough. And Skittles takes the set in a hard-fought Game 5.
Yeah, bro, like that ending. So you were just talking about how Skittles shouldn't be going off stage or anything because he's at a low percent. His opponent